Namaste. Today we are going to talk about the most important thing, the prophecies of the future. The prophecies of the future will be elaborated in a very extensive fashion. Now many people try to talk about the Nostradamus prediction. I would like to clarify one thing. Nostradamus was a great predictor. He was using scurrying as a principal technique, which means using the water element to go into the future and to tell about the world across. And he was writing in the French quatrain, which means four lines they will be writing across, and it was filled with a lot of mysticism in the way he had written across. So, but he was mainly concentrating on the European history. He was not concentrating on the other historical part of it. That is something which many people are not aware. Now many people try to say he wrote about Modi, he wrote about Australian PM. All that is all humbug. I have read through the Nostradamus prediction, and he had told about certain things very clearly, like Hitler and all that thing. But attributing all his prediction to every kind of prediction which is generalized is not true. For example, he says the place where the three seas meet, one is born in Capra, another is born in Taurus, one is born on a Tuesday, another born on a Thursday, will come to rule the earth. Now, if you take, there are three continents where the three seas meet. Now you take the Indian subcontinent, you take the African subcontinent, you take the South American subcontinent, all are quite true across. So the point is, these are the prophecies which has been revealed in my dreams, and I had actually written it on a website, satyaprema.com, in the year 2004 as One World, One Government. And I had done that very clearly long back across. Of course, I will be explaining you the logical part of these predictions also, that which many people will find it very palatable and very easy across to understand the prediction. Now many people hold the prediction in a mumbo jumbo. No, this will be very clearly explained to you, which you can understand it very clearly. Now, Japan was split across. Then there came a person who united Japan. Now, Sri Lanka was split as many kingdoms. The British actually united the Sri Lanka. After the British leaving, the Sri Lanka was taken over by the Sinhalas, and they united the Sinhalas. Same thing is with the India. The India was considered as a many small kingdom across. The British conquered it. The British made into one kingdom across, and then of course the Indians took over the entire administration of the India. So therefore we have to understand the world is always moving towards integration. Whether it is war or whether it is peace, there is always integration which is being happening across. There is integration of culture. For example, the Mongols, whenever they invaded a place, they made Mongolian language as the prime language of their communication across their thing across. So we have to come to the understanding, when a country invades another country, there is bound to be what you call an exchange of culture across. There are two main importance of exchange of culture which is happening. One is by the merchants. One is by the people, Vaishyas, who traveled from one place to another. They carried their religion, they carried their food habits, they carried a lot of things across with them as a person, and then there was the political invasion, which is like the Afghans invaded the India, the Rajaraja Cholan invaded the Malaysia, Kadaram, like that. All these invasion is actually an exchange of ideas, an exchange of a variety of things which happens, both food, clothing, shelter, education, a lot of things do get exchanged across. So humanity is divided in terms of gender, in terms of race, in terms of color, in terms of height, weight, complexion, and it is also divided in terms of intelligence. A variety of things divide the humanity. The physical earth is also coming towards oneness. Just like we would like to merge ourselves into the divine, the physical earth which is separated will also like to unite itself. So this is the first understanding you have to see. The earth is fragmented, so the earth is trying to unite itself through the different things across. So once you understand this, then it will be very easy for you to understand. The earth is divided into various continents. The earth is trying to unite itself into one piece. So that awakening of the earth is actually expressed by human beings as oneness. So that is why many people would like to come, gather together, live peacefully as a person. Of course, wars are there, fightings are there, misunderstandings are there, all that is there, but ultimately people become united. For example, English was a language which was spoken by the British, and when they left India, a lot of Indians learned how to speak the British language of English. So like that, the language gets merged. For example, we like dosas, and therefore South Indian loves dosa. Dosa is famous everywhere. For example, Pani Puri, which is very famous in North India, actually became very famous in the South India. Like that, there is always merger and culture of many things because of this. First, there are two major revolutions which has happened in the 20th century. The first is the transport revolution. People were able to travel faster and faster. What has taken months, for example, is taking days. For example, if I want to travel to Kanchipuram, it would probably take 2 days for me to reach Kanchipuram. But today, the entire distance can be covered in 2 days. Earlier, Huan Xuan actually traveled to India by taking 2 years. The entire route can be covered even by walking within less than 5 months across as a person. So therefore you have to understand the speed of transportation has connected people's life together. For example, somebody wants to sell flowers. He can hire a plane and take those flowers and sell it across. That transportation. The next biggest after the kings and the Vaishyas is the telecommunication. Today, internet has opened all the possibility for us to get ourselves united across. Today, you can call up any part of the continent, anytime. You can transport, you can transact, you can buy things, you can send money across, which was not possible even a period of 50 years ago across as a person. Therefore, the world is uniting in a subtle ways, but we are yet to unite in a proper manner, which is what I call it as one world, one government across. So there are already 4 unities which has happened: the invasion of the kings, the trade of the Vaishyas, the transportation, and also the telecommunication has made our life more and more united. It is like one globe we are experiencing across. Also, the humanity is facing one of the biggest threat is the environmental damage, which is giving rise to a lot of skepticism and fear across, where it is an inherent threat from the nature, so that we have a common threat. Of course, there are threats like nuclear problem and like that of terrorists, More than that is a natural problem of environmental pollution, which will be uniting us in the future. So just like the Rig Veda says, common be the purpose, common be the vision, common be the goal, common be the hearts. We will be uniting in the future, which I will be talking about how the one world, one government would unfold for you as a person. Thank you.